Rude and Unique Entertainment Enterprises presents The Sounds from the Depths of Hell to the Edge of Heaven Mix Volume 1.
Alcohol, drugs, alcohol, drugs, alcohol, 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 drugs, alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king, alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, can you feel it? Rave is king, alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king, alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king, alcohol, drugs. Alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king, alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, can you feel it? Rave is king, alcohol, drugs, overdrive, noise, neon lights, party people, revolution, rave is king. Can you feel it? Rave is king.
Okay, so here we are in front of the equipment, and some of you, by looking at it immediately, you already know what you're seeing here. But I'll go ahead and I'll introduce everything. What we have here is a Pioneer setup. It's entirely Pioneer. The mixer and the two players are. The two players are CDJ 400s. What those are, they're MIDI, HID, USB software controllers that also play CDs. Then you have the Pioneer's DJM 800. This is a mixer used worldwide and is considered an industry standard. Many of you are already very familiar with this mixer. It's just about one of the best mixers ever made. The CDJ 400s are not considered an industry standard because they're software controllers. You know, that's their main function. Though they can play CDs, most people consider the industry standard to be the CDJ 1000. Those are not software compatible. You would have to use virtual vinyl or Serato interface, a timecode interface, to allow for them to be used with software. So this avoids all of that. You don't need to have a timecode interface box or timecode CDs to use them, although you can if you want. But they're designed to work completely independent of any other type of software or interface to work with programs such as Virtual DJ. So, and that's the purpose of this video today. Now, the one other good thing about the CDJ 400 is that they have the ability to be used with a thumb drive. They plug right in here. They stick in just like such, and you can play your mix from those right there as if they were a CD. Another nice thing is you can plug in a hard drive directly to them. Both sides, each CDJ of course has its own plug, so that's a really nice feature. But the purpose of this video is to discuss how it works with Virtual DJ, and the CDJ 400 is an excellent choice for using on a program like Virtual DJ. So we'll bring you around over here and we'll get you familiarized with the laptop and the program running on it. Okay, so before we get started on the software and the computer, what we're going to do is I'm going to briefly tell you how to connect this. The CDJ 400s will go into the mixer first, and then the mixer out to an amplifier or a set of powered speakers. Now, if you're a bedroom DJ, you can do it differently than that. You can, if you just want to use a small set of speakers that are on your desk next to your computer that you use for sound, you can do that, or you can even use the internal sound card on your laptop and hear the sound out of the computer speakers. But we're mainly going to focus on a professional DJ system, such as what you see here, that uses a mixer, an amplifier, and or powered speakers. So, with that said, RCA cables are going to exit the CDJ 400 and enter into one of the 4 channels of the DJM 800. So what you have is a right and a left RCA. That's going to be a red and a white, and it's going to plug into the red and white on the back of, say, channel 1. Okay, this is CDJ, and this is going to be channel 1. So we're going to plug it into the back here. You flip it from line over to CD, or if you want to go digital, you can use a digital cable. They're usually orange, and it's a single cable, and that can be plugged in as well. And you have to flip the switch on the back to make sure that you're using digital input. Okay, and then you'll do the same thing over here. You'll use the RCA output into channel 2, for example, on the mixer. And those will be the red and whites into the red and white here. Make sure you flip it over to CD or digital if you go digital. Okay, the other important thing is, see that blue cable right there? That is my RCA, or I'm sorry, that is my USB. So that will go into the laptop. Over here, it's the same thing. I've got a blue cable. Now, they don't come in blue. I just use those because I had them, and they were longer because I use a USB hub. I have a 7-port hub because I've got other MIDI controllers and things plugged into the system here. So I needed a hub. But typically you're going to plug it directly into the laptop, into one of your ports. So you need to make sure that you have at least 2 ports, USB open ports, to plug in your CDJs, or you're not going to have a ball game. So onto the laptop. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to initialize the program. We're going to start it up, click on the icon there, Virtual DJ. Takes a second to initialize here. Okay, let's get it dialed in here. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the config tab. That's up in the right top corner. It brings up a menu, a settings menu. It's got a bunch of tabs in it. It should usually by default go straight to the sound setup. And you got inputs, outputs, and sound card. Okay, so we're not using time codes. You know, it's HID supported, so Pioneers don't need any time code. Outputs, we're using a Pioneer DJ M800 mixer, so we're going to stick with the external mixer. And sound card. Each Pioneer CDJ 400 has a built-in sound card, so we're going to pick 2 sound cards. Now, if you want the ASIO drivers, you can go to the ASIO for All freeware. It doesn't cost anything. You can use those. That's an alternative. We're going to pick the 2 cards by default, and then there's a drop-down for each of the Pioneer sound cards. So pick the one that says speakers, Pioneer CDJ 400. There's a number in front of it. It should be different than the one below it. This says 2. Click that one, and then click the other drop down for the other CDJ 400 and click speakers Pioneer CDJ 400 with a 3 on it. Okay, the numbers don't matter as long as they're different from each other. It could be 18 and 19, it could be 1 and 2, it could be 3 and 4, and in this case it's 2 and 3. So we're good to go. Click apply. Okay, now your browser, go to the browser tab. Since you're first initializing this, you should always, click the database fix. You got check, clean, fix. What it does is it helps initialize your drive and optimizes it for use in Virtual DJ. The C drive is typically going to be your internal hard drive, and I would recommend keeping that separate from your music files. Don't keep your music files on an external drive, or you're just asking for problems. You see all these programs that I have here? This is my business computer, plus I use it for music production and other things. So try to keep your gigging computer as clean as possible. I have another laptop, so this one here I don't use for gigging. Alright, by the same token, you want to keep your hard drive free and clear. Your internal hard drive is where you're going to be running Virtual DJ from. Here, as you can see, I've got 4 hard drives, an internal and 3 externals. G is karaoke, H is music video, and I is regular music. Okay, so you're going to want to click Fix to optimize. The database file has been optimized and fixed, and then do that with all of your other drives. Same thing. Okay, click OK when you're done. All right, you're good to go. So now let's see how it works. We'll think of a fairly recent song, David Guetta. All right, a few months ago he came out with one called When Love Takes Over. So here we go. We got the June 09 promo only clean radio edit or pop radio edit. Use the dial on each CDJ to pick your player, and we can mirror the song. That's a good thing about these programs, is you can use the same song on each deck. And there you go. Play. Now you're ready to start your gig. Okay, that's all it is. Thanks. This is DJ Root. Peace. Keep spinning.